action shooter game coming. Let me introduce you to Project LLL, an upcoming AAA action open-world RPG being created by a Chinese studio for an extremely long time now, and they are finally ready to show it to the world. It is looking pretty interesting. I've never been a fan of all these RPG elements because there is just way too many games out there in this genre, but it is nothing new for these Chinese developers. They're not experimenting in this RPG world. They're already used to it, so I can definitely give this game a chance. And with the details that we have today, I feel it can definitely be something special. So let's get into it right away. The devs start by explaining that this world is extremely huge with tons of things to do in it, none that will feel repetitive or boring. Project LLL is a vast open world in which more than 30 km of land area is seamlessly connected to a single environment. The core elements that make up the open world are uninterrupted loading and movement. To convey a seamless environment, the devs implemented content streaming and utilized the most cutting-edge rendering technology. There's been a ton of heavy inspiration for this project, including of course The Division, we have the Dune movie, Blade Runner, and many more that all have this mysterious, unique style. Throughout the whole gameplay video, we are to believe that this game is only a normal action shooter, where weird monsters and enemies invaded a city and you have to take it back. But right at the end of the gameplay, that is when the game becomes much more than that. A weird ancient creature appears out of nowhere and destroys everything due to a particular event in Project LLL. The 10th century Byzantine Empire and the 23rd century will blend together in the same lore and story. That means you will see weird creatures only described and created in past times, of the 10th century and such. This is said to create a unique gameplay experience where these dangerous creatures will appear out of nowhere to completely change the war in the different parts of the open world. There's also going to be different wars happening in the world that you'll be able to join and fight in, or even watch from afar and see who wins. This is a world that's in constant war, and the things you do might influence what happens next and who controls this part of the world, for example. From what the devs said, they want to create a new genre that is completely different from the recently popular looter shooter or battle royale. They want to create a new market that is exclusive to NC Soft, which are the developers, with a new IP that incorporates the keywords shooter, MMO, and open world. They are developing a project that combines different playstyle and elements from NC's previous games, and they were very excited to share a sneak peek with their community and to share this game that is coming to both PC and new-gen consoles sometimes in 2024. Project LLL is a sci-fi game, but it can also be seen as a game that falls under a subgenre of alternative history, with these weird monsters appearing out of nowhere. It takes place in a world that started with the idea that the history we know progressed differently due to a particular event that happened in the past. In this game, a devastated Seoul, the 10th century Byzantine Empire, and the 23rd century are all blended together. As for characters, unlike other NCSoft games, Project LLL will have predefined characters, each with a unique name, background story, and driving forces, and they will all be different in the combat. For more on this game, make sure you guys like this video right now and subscribe.